If you're a woman buying a home after divorce in Omaha, finding a home you like can feel exciting, but it can also bring a new kind of pressure. Because once you find a home that seems right, the next question becomes, how do you make a strong offer without overpaying, rushing, or ignoring what actually feels right for this season in your life? In this video, you'll learn how to think through an offer with wisdom, clarity, and confidence, so your decision is not driven by fear, emotion, and pressure. It's not about winning at any cost. It's about making an offer that supports your future. Number one, the strongest offer is not always the highest offer. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, many buyers feel like the strongest offer is simply the highest offer, and that is not always true. A strong offer can include several pieces: the price, financing strength, earnest deposit, closing timeline, inspection terms, appraisal consideration, and seller needs. The goal is not to throw money at the home. The goal is to understand what matters in the situation and to structure the offer wisely. This matters for anyone walking in the same shoes as our example, Carissa, who after divorce is looking for a home. So financial stability matters tremendously. Matter of fact, it may be one of the biggest priorities. The goal is not to prove something through the offer. The goal is to protect peace while still being competitive. A wise individual will ask, does this price range fit my safe payment? Does this still leave margin? Will I still feel steady, at peace, if this offer is accepted? If the answer is no, the offer may be too costly, even if the home feels right. Number two, know the home's value before emotion takes over. Before making an offer, the home needs to be evaluated beyond how it feels. A home can feel peaceful, beautiful, and right, but the offer needs to be grounded in facts. These facts include looking at recent comparable sales, current active competition, conditions of the property, location and updates, days on the market, and buyer demand in that price range. Right here in Omaha, different neighborhoods and price points can behave differently. Some homes may receive quick activity, others may sit longer because of condition, price range, location, or simply the layout. This is why it is important not to make an emotional offer, but to truly understand the market context. What's happening in the market at this time, at this season in your life? Another important question is to ask, what does the market support and what does my lifestyle support? Both questions matter. If the market supports your price, but not your life, pause. Do not ignore the fact that if your life supports the price, but the home is overpriced compared to similar sales, pause. A wise offer, a wise woman will consider both. Number three, decide your walkaway number before negotiating. Beautiful blessing. Unfortunately, this is a practical step that many buyers skip. So listen closely. Before submitting an offer, decide the maximum amount that feels safe. maximum. Yeah, not the maximal amount possible. That number, darling, becomes your walkaway point. This matters because negotiations can become emotional very quickly. Be aware, you may start thinking, what if I lose? What if nothing else comes up? What if this is my only chance? Oh, yes, these thoughts are real, these emotions are real. That's a practical situation that will come up if you do not have everything laid out as far as your maximum point, your maximum price range. I don't want you to have that fear that pushes you beyond wisdom. It's not that important. Always remember, your walkaway number will protect you so that you move forward wisely. It truly helps you say, this is what I can offer with confidence. If it goes beyond that point, it no longer supports the life that you were living and wanting to sustain. No, no, this is not weakness. This, darling, is wisdom. Number 4, watch for fear-based urgency. Put your alert signals on. Stay alert, stay alert. Yes, I'll remind you again, and you probably know, after divorce, urgency can show up real quickly. It may sound like, I just want to be settled. I'm tired of starting over. I need something to feel stable. I don't want to miss my chance. Beautiful blessing. Yes, indeed, those feelings are truly understandable. But urgency should never be the driver of the offer. Yes, indeed, a good offer can move quickly, but it should never be frantic. Yes, there is a difference between being prepared and being pressured. When you're prepared, it sounds like, I understand my numbers. I know what this home offers. I know what concerns I need to consider. I know my walkaway point. And pressure sounds more like, I need this house no matter what. I cannot lose this. I'll figure out the numbers later. And beautiful blessings, yes, this is where pressure begins. This is where your life starts to unravel real quickly. And this is where mistakes happen. Listen, this is where your life starts to unravel. This is where mistakes happen. And we want to avoid this. Number 5, consider the full cost, not just the offer price. Yes, the price you offer is not the only number that matters. Before submitting an offer, think through what the home may offer. Before submitting an offer, think through what the home may require before making an offer. Before submitting an offer, think through what the home may require after closing. Ask, will it need repairs? Are the major systems older? Will I need appliances, furniture, or immediate update? Will the yard, utilities, or maintenance cost more than expected? Will the home require more time, energy, money than I can realistically provide? Listen, this is very important because a home may fit the purchase price but become too expensive after closing real quick. Yes, yes, ma'am. For women, for you, you do not want to move in and immediately feel financially drained. The right home should create stability, not a heap of financial stress. Listen, a right home should create stability, not create a new layer of stress. Number 6, understand what you are willing to negotiate. Before making an offer, know what areas are flexible. This may include price, closing date, seller's paid cost, repairs, inspection request, and possession timing. This all will be looked at in detail as you're going through the process. I'm just preparing you so that you are moving forward wisely. Again, a lot of times buyers focus on price, but the terms matter as much. Here's an example. If a seller needs a specific closing date and you can accommodate it, this moves in your favor and strengthens your offer. If you are in need of finances for the closing cost, this may indeed impact your offer. If the home has condition concerns, the inspection terms become especially important. A wise offer never just says how much. A wise offer includes questions like, what terms protect me? What terms appeal to the seller? What terms keeps this decision balanced? Number 7, do not waive protections without understanding the risk. Let's dig in. In competitive situations, buyers feel the urge to remove protections, so this appeals more to their offer, pushes it more towards their favor. This can include things like inspection protection, appraisal protections, financing protections. Every situation is different, and sometimes negotiations are positioned strategically. But beautiful blessing, do not give up protection because you're afraid of losing the home. It's not okay to be in a house that you can't afford, that is bringing more stress than necessary because you wanted to win the offer. Let's go in with wisdom. Yes, protection, protection, protection. It matters. Especially after going through a divorce. Beautiful blessing, you need decisions that are clear, informed, and steady. Before removing or weakening any protection, ask, what risk am I taking? Can I afford that risk? Will this decision feel wise if something unexpected happens? These questions are important. Don't ignore them. They're a part of your protection. Number 8, a strong offer should still feel peaceful. This is where many buyers need to slow down. After the offer is written, pause and ask, if this offer is accepted, will I feel peace or panic? That answer tells you something. Peace does not mean there's not nervousness. Buying a home is a big decision. I am not trying to belittle anything. I am sharing wisdom with you so that you move forward wisely. Yes, understand that peace means your decision is grounded, and that's what we need. Panic usually means something feels stretched, rushed, or unclear. If an offer creates panic before it's even accepted, do not ignore that. That means you need to recheck the timing, the terms, and the numbers. If you are a woman rebuilding after divorce in Omaha, this content is here to help you make informed housing decisions with clarity, stability, and peace. If we have not met before, I'm Lynetta Anderson, your local real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate. And I help women navigate through the home buying process, decision making, so that you can move forward steady with informed information. My grounding is built on scripture because I know I can trust him and I want to move forward wisely. So I want to share with you Proverbs 15:22, where it says, I like to go forward grounded. So I base my precepts, my principles on biblical truth. And in Proverbs 15:22, I'm reminded that plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. I want you to be encouraged. Moving forward wisely leads you to favorable outcomes. This matters a lot and is very, very important in this time of your life. This season, you need to be grounded. Listen to this fitting reminder. A wise offer is not made in isolation, and it is not made from pressure. It is truly made with counsel, clarity, and understanding. Beautiful blessing, this is how you protect the decision and the future that you are rebuilding. And I am here to walk with you through this process so that you can move forward with clarity. Watch the next video, Buying a Home After Divorce in Omaha, step-by-step guide for women starting over, so you can see how making an offer fits into the full home buying process. Now that you understand how to think through a strong offer without overpaying, the next step is to see how this all fits into the home buying process. Watch the next video, Buying a Home After Divorce in Omaha, step-by-step guide for women starting over, and continue in this series as you move forward wisely, making decisions for this next season in your life.